these series of short videos, you will have an opportunity to observe a rehearsal with the wind ensemble utilizing both the Yamaha harmony director as well as exercises from the ensemble, an integrated approach to the Yamaha harmony director. Although in some aspects of the video you will see the HD-200, I wanted to take a moment to show you the settings as they would occur in the HD-300. In the first set of exercises, we set the Yamaha harmony director to pure, and then we want to make sure that the tonal center is set to F. So we very simply just play an F major triad, and then the setting now shows pure F major. In these set of exercises, oftentimes we're using a full drone. So on the HD-300, the hold button is here, and it lights green to let you know that it's depressed. And then we play essentially open fifths from the lowest to the mid-range. And this drone is occurring the entire time that the ensemble is rehearsing through this set of exercises. There are also moments in this segment where we refer to the overtone only drone. And so again, we're set at pure F so that the C concert is 2 cents sharp. We press hold, but instead of playing the full drone, we just use a C concert. This allows the students to hear the overtone as a predominant part of their sound, as well as just the F concert. Later in this segment, we switch from F major to A flat major. To the rehearsal segment that we're working on in this chunk is set in A flat major, so we spend a little bit of time getting our tonal center set for that. So in order to change the harmony director to F major, all we simply do again is just play an A flat major triad. And now the drone and its overtone are set to the correct temperament. So let's start with A1, the pyramid exercise. So on this exercise, our main goal is establishing tone, pitch, and balance. Okay, so we'll set the harmony director to F major pure, and we'll start with a full drone. As you enter, your sound sits inside someone else's sound. Listen for that overtone. Pure sound as you enter. Put your hand here on your chest. Hum it. I'm going to give you just the overtone this time. Hum it. Try to make it resonate as much as you can. 4 counts, open it to an ah. Try to keep singing. Try to hear your F concert as 2 pitches, an F and a C. Hear the overtone. Let's play that together. So measure 4 of exercise A1. 1 and 2. Listen for that overtone. There you go. Very nice.
So the use of the overtone in this helps us lower the F concert enough that we establish great pitch on the F concert. We're trying to create the overtone, even when we take it away on the harmony director. Thinking about the overtone helps center the F concert. And you could tell as soon as you were thinking about the overtone, the F became more in tune and more balanced. So keep doing that.
Excellent. Let's move on to A2. On A2, we're going to play a single F concert for a whole note and then rest for a whole note. I want you to concentrate on 3 things. Your sound is pure at the beginning, it's consistent through the body of the note, and it is absolutely clear and organized at the end of the note. Let's try it. Set the drone for a full drone, still on F major pure. We'll set the metronome for just 82. Hear that overtone. Focus on the overtone. Sustain. Nice release, very nice, and a great job of balancing. So what we want to do with that exercise is be able to start a note and have the overtone appear right away, okay? Today's excerpt for rehearsal is in the key of A flat. So now let's go to our most comfortable A flat concert and play the exact same exercise. So here's the overtone you want to listen for, and we'll set this to A flat pure by just playing an A flat major triad. Hum an A flat concert, this is it. Make it resonate inside your head. Open it to an on 4 counts, gently, warmly. Okay, now let's play the same exercise in the key of A flat. So this is A1, A2 in the key of A flat. Here's the overtone only. Warm and pure. And 1, 2, nice and relaxed breath. Hear it as 2 notes. Sustain. And if we take the drone away on the E flat overtone and it's still present in the room, we know that we're doing our job.
Right, so the same rules apply as we switch key centers of hearing the lowest sounding instrument, bass, clarinet, tuba, in that sound, listening for the overtone, and trying to create the overtone by playing that tonal center exactly in tune. You could tell by, especially the third time that you played that A flat, you were starting to play with a more full resonant sound, and that's what you wanted from the very first count on the very first note.
Let's try that A flat concert together again, just hearing the overtone. Going to start by singing. So singing, hand on your chest. Hum. Try to hum with more resonance, even through the mask. Open it to an ah. Every note is basically 2 notes. It's fundamental and it's overtone. Oh, very nice. Now match that. Make it perfect and pure. Here we go. On your horns. Much more low. Much more low. Excellent. In the second set of exercises, we're starting to work on the concept of adjusting in a melodic concept. So again, we want to make sure that we're in F equal. Again, you can see that the harmony director has set itself to that. In this particular exercise, we're going to utilize, making sure we're on pure, we're going to utilize the lock feature. So if I hold the pure button down until it turns green, we're now locked. That means that essentially it's going to stay in F major pure regardless of what I play. In the exercise that you'll see, it's just a simple mini scale that we're using to help students hear the difference between F pure and F equal. So it sounds like this. you notice as I'm moving up, the pure F major stays locked, and then we hear this. Through most of this exercise, we're also using a full drone, so we can hold the hold button and then do the same thing. So in the B exercises, we start to talk about how to adjust melodically in relation to pure temperament. Our first exercise is called pure F major mini scale. And so we want to make sure that first off, we're in the key of F pure. So if we could set that on the harmony director by just playing an F major triad. And so the exercise sounds like this. And everyone listen really carefully. There's your third, and we're working on adjusting that third what direction? Down, very good. And there's your fifth, what direction? Excellent. Right, so when we first start talking about adjusting for pure temperament, we start with thinking about the third and the fifth. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is sing the exercise. Everyone's singing the moving part, and I want you to point the direction you should adjust as you're singing. Okay, as you'll notice in your parts, there are arrows pointing that direction. One arrow means a slight adjustment, and two arrows means a significant adjustment. I know a lot of times we talk about the numerical value of cents, minus and plus, but in this case, I don't want you to get wrapped up in that. I want you to mainly just think I'm adjusting slightly down, I'm adjusting significantly up, but don't worry about whether the number is correct. Let your ears guide you. Let's sing it. Here we go. Pointing the direction that you adjust. 1 and 2 and sing, go. Good. And then sing the last two measures. Ready, go. Excellent, excellent. So now let's play the exercise. And when you play it, I want you to, again, let your ears guide you in the changes. Okay, so in this example, let's have the brass be the sustain. In fact, you're going to basically become the drone. And then woodwinds, I would like for you to do the adjusting, moving up the scale. I'm going to turn the drone on to just our normal drone. Full open fifth. Here we go. Everyone set? Let your ears guide you. So it's a simple exercise, but we can learn a lot from that, because when we got to our C concert, we were struggling to make it resonant with the F, right? And we want to make sure that we're pulling it slightly apart as we play that.
So a lot of that has to do with creating your best sound, which is not underplaying the instrument, getting the instrument to vibrate right away. And it makes the adjustment easier, but when you underplay the instrument, being tentative, it's going to make that adjustment a little bit more challenging. So think about that full breath, full resonant sound, and then your ears are going to make it easy to guide you to the right adjustment.
Excellent. So let's switch responsibilities. Let's switch responsibilities. So press. Now you're going to be making the adjustments while the woodwinds play the part of the drone. Okay, here's the drone again. And set. Brass, smooth transition note to note, letting your ears guide you through the changes. 1 and 2 and that was a beautiful third. it with its overtone. Relax. And not that we're competing right now, but the brass did a better job, woodwinds, of making those adjustments. And we'll keep working on that. Excellent. In the B2 exercise that you'll observe, we're in the key of F minor pure. So on the harmony director, again, we're going to set it to pure, and it's simply playing an F minor triad. So at this point, the harmony director has been completely changed from a major pure to a minor pure with all of its tendencies. In this exercise, you'll notice that we concentrate on the third. In minor keys, the minor third, which is raised significantly, is oftentimes hard to hear for students. So the exercise sounds like this. And again, we're going to lock it. When we get to that third, we're going to hold it out, and then by just switching to the equal button, the student can hear the significant distance between the two notes. Just very simply switching from equal to pure allows the students to hear the difference between the two pitches. Now let's look at the minor version of the same exercise. So B2 takes us through the minor, right? So what is the difference between major and minor? The biggest thing that happens here is that the third now is raised, and it's raised pretty significantly. So we'll change the harmony director to F minor just by playing an F minor triad. And so that A flat now is going to be raised a significant amount. As opposed to here. That's a pretty significant distance. And then we'll go up. But the fifth is the same, right? The only difference between the two is the third. Let's play it. Let's play it. Woodwinds, you'll move. Brass, you'll sustain. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and huge breath. It's hard, right? Go on, 2, really listen to it. Good. Now create this overtone in your unison. Excellent.
So a lot of the same rules apply. As far as resonance, letting your ears guide you. It's just in a different direction, okay, without ever sacrificing the quality of the sound. Okay, adjusting that third up, right, letting your ears guide you along with the drone is important, right, but the tone and the support have to be the exact same even in the minor tonality.
Right. So how do we apply that in the literature? Let's take a look at measure 123 in the Granger. So in this segment, we're in the key of A flat major. So we're going to set the harmony director to A flat major or G sharp minor or G sharp major as it says on the screen. And we're going to play that melody that you have, woodwinds, that is generally very fast, right? So this is the ta 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 ti ta 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 ti ta ti ta ti ta ti ta. But let's play it as a chorale, and let's see if we can make sure that we adjust every pitch like we were just doing in the B exercises to this excerpt. Let's try it. So here's your drone. If you don't play, just relax and listen. 1 and 2, breathe. Take a mental note right now of which pitches you just played that you were not pleased with, the way that they sounded against the drone. Just do that for a second here. And then we're going to do that excerpt again, and I want you to try and make those pitches that you were unhappy with sound a little bit better in relation to the drone. Let's try it. Try it again. Adjusting. Excellent work.
So what the drone is showing us, right, is that no matter what range we're in, there's adjustments to be made, right? And the challenge of the range of the literature as opposed to just the exercise is you have to keep the same resonant sound. You have to be in control of pitch. And so applying it slowly helps us pinpoint those notes that we know we need to adjust. Right? And so after the first time, when Mr. Pote said, take a mental note, your focus then should go to, I have to make sure that this note the next time has a better tone to it and a quicker adjustment. The reflex to adjust is quicker.
Excellent. In the C exercises, we begin to work on the concept of adjusting full chords. So understanding if you're the root, the third, the fifth, how much you make adjustments or whether you make adjustments at all, and also how loud or soft you play in relation to the chord. You'll hear a progression that we're using in this exercise. It's a very simple chord progression based in F pure. So again, we're going to take the keyboard to F pure. You notice that the pure button right now is not locked. It's very important in this exercise that it is not locked. Essentially what's going to happen as we move chord to chord, the harmony director is going to shift its tonal center to the tonic of each chord. So the progression sounds like this. If you watch the harmony director change as I'm playing. So you notice that the chord changes, so we start in F. Then as I play a B-flat triad, the tonic changes, then G minor, then to C major, then to F major. If we lock the keyboard and play that same progression, you'll notice that it's not allowing it to shift temperaments. So especially the G minor triad doesn't work. Okay, so we're in the B exercises, we're talking about the melodic phrase or the horizontal of music. We're now going to look at chord structure, so the vertical of music. And so let's look at that very first chord progression, C2, the basic chord adjustments in F major. So we're going to take the harmony director back to F pure. You'll notice that in this exercise, that instead of having arrows showing you up and down, now your chord part is listed. So root, third, and fifth. Show me with your hands what direction a root should be adjusted no matter what the center of the key is. Show me what a major third should be adjusted. Show me what a minor third should be adjusted. Show me what the fifth should be adjusted. Excellent. Okay, so let's look at this first chorale. First thing I want you to do is sing your part. So listen to the chorale, and I'm just going to play the right hand of the harmony director. So we have this chord, listen to it. Then this. Then this. And there's the minor third. Okay? Sing your part. Go. Hand on your chest. 1 and 2 and ready. Has to be your most full sound. Good job. Good. Excellent. Now, as you play, make sure that you're thinking about if you're the root, no matter what chord you're in, if you're the root, you're playing it perfectly in tune. If you're the third, you're going to adjust it down towards the root if it's a major, or move it away from the root if it's a minor. And if it's the fifth, you're wanting to pull it away from the root. Okay, let's try it. Play it. Now remember that you're not thinking about X sense down or X sense up. You're thinking about, what do my ears tell me? Here we go. Play the chorale. And 1 and 2 and big breath. Not a bad first job through that. Okay.
So listening down to the tubas, and again, the low woodwinds should help guide your ear also, right? You're listening as the chords change and formulating your plan for adjusting to what you hear from the lows as quickly as possible.
Let's sing it again, and this time I want you to show me your hand signals. Okay, so if you are to adjust down, you point down. If you are to adjust up, you point up. If you're to play in tune, just your hands straight across. Let's try it. Singing with hand signals. Here we go. 2 and sing, go. Right, how many of you are the root on every chord? Right, so your job is easy and also hard. You don't have to worry about adjusting, but you must be perfectly in tune on every pitch. Let's try that exercise again. Up tall. Make sure as you move from one chord to the next that your air is surprised your fingers have moved to the next note. Let's try it. 1 and 2 and. Play that last chord again. If you're playing an F concert, I want you to think of this note as well. 1 and 2, perfectly balanced.